Alright, what's up everybody? So today, I want to talk about a game that I've been really interested in for a really long time. And a game that I've recently got into, and I'm having a great time playing. And a game that I should have probably played sooner. And that game is New World. This game is a lot better than I thought it was, and I was fearful for good reason to get into it. But so far I've been having a great time. When I first started, or when I was first interested, I guess, in New World, is about when it first came out. But I was kind of reluctant hearing things about graphics cards, you know, literally like smoking and like bricking, and just like how the game ended up being kind of really bad because of dupe glitches and a lot of the bad things that you typically would have heard if you were paying any attention to this game. Back when it first came out, which made me very reluctant to purchase it. And then it kind of fell off for a while, which is understandable because it had a really rough start. And you know, that's gonna happen if there's a rough start, but that's all right, because as long as they kept doing updates, and as long as they keep doing updates, I think this game is gonna quickly return back to what it was. If not better. Actually, in my opinion, actually better than what it was. And I'm excited for it. So like I said before, I was very reluctant to get into the game. Back when it first came out, because of all the problems and just how it didn't seem like it was very well put together, and it seemed like it just needed more time to develop past what it was. And where it is now seems like it's in a good place. I've been playing it. I obviously not very much because I'm only level 26, but I started playing it yesterday, and I do not regret the purchase I have made. It's a very unique in its own style, and it's just been a blast. You know, there's a lot of life skills, and they feel rather rewarding. The game is obviously, if you can't tell, is very beautiful. There's some parts of the landscape when you're just in it and you just walk around and the sun is in the right spot and you're just standing there, and it's just a beautiful game. And the fact that like it's actually, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually want to do a lot of the life skills like skinning and, you know, doing stuff with a tannery with leather and cutting down trees and such is really drawn me into the game. I obviously went for the bow, but the amount of the weapon variety in this game is very unique, and it's kind of interesting to hear how they all kind of work. I have a friend who's obviously a lot at level 60, and he's doing a whole lot with this game, and so if I have any questions, it's been nice that I could just go to him, and he kind of usually has a pretty, you know, clear answer for me. Yeah, I actually enjoy doing the life skills, and you know, it makes me really realize that I really should have just gave this game a shot at launch. Even with the fear that I had, but even though I didn't, I feel like I also got into it at a good time, because it feels like the game now feels better than a lot of games that I've played that are fully finished and probably won't be getting updates for a very long time. And the community is really relaxed and chill, and I feel like there's a lot of content out there to help new players, and I feel like if I ever really need something, I don't have to go like very far or look very hard in the community to find an answer that'll provide me with what I'm looking to know, or the knowledge that I seek. And they obviously, some things still need to be worked on, and maybe I haven't got those things where I can really notice it, because I'm still very much in the honeymoon phase, I guess. But like this menu, like here, is very nice to like a player like me. Like going into the skill menu really lets you know, like, hey, this is what the how the weapons scale and what they do. And you know, it shows you like what weapons scale and what attributes. It's like, oh, the bow scales with dexterity, so it's like, oh, you want to use the bow? Well, it scales with dex. And oh, do you want to use muskets, while they also scale with dex and int, and etc. And it's just like, it's really interesting to see this. And like it gives you kind of an idea of what it does. You can just hover over here, and it's just like, oh yeah, this Void Gauntlet. It's the second attribute for the rapier and the musket and the blunderbuss. So it's like, okay, so I don't really need this as much. It's secondary attribute, so I want dex, but it's still important. And it lets you just like, you know, at least understand like, you know, what the weapons you're trying to go for, or what your desire to use, and like what they're good for. And the really nice thing is I don't feel locked down. I feel very free in what weapons I want to try. Because another great thing that they do is they actually, if you go in here, the weapon master, you'll see that there is all of the weapons in the game. Fire staff, all the magical stuff, etc. The bow and all the ranged. You know, I don't necessarily consider the blunderbuss ranged, but you know, I haven't really used much of it, so who am I? The two-handed and the one-handed, and it's really unique because all these weapons have their own like skill tree, which will dictate your 3 skills here. Don't make fun of my build, please. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure it out. But you know, like it's very interesting to see all of this, and like, you know, all of the weapons play kind of unique in their own way. Like the spear, at least from what I've experienced, has seemed to be like really centralized on knockdown so far. Like a lot of my stuff is just like the enemy stays down, and then you do more damage when they're down, and you like you can stuff with throwing your javelin. It's been a whole lot of fun, and it doesn't just stop there. You know, like I said before, the life skills are actually quite you know fun. Like I'm cutting down trees. I'm actually going on my way to mine iron. You can go fishing. I don't really know that I have any bait to do it right now, but you can go fishing, and there's a whole like list. There's a bunch of trade skills here, and they all do their own thing. There's even music. You can play like Guitar Hero basically. It's really fun. There's housing, like you have a whole thing where you buy a house and you like put furniture in it that'll level up this skill. And there's cooking, which I actually find myself doing a whole lot because the foods give you regeneration of your of your health and such for a short amount of time. And then there's foods for obviously attributes, which is actually kind of fun. And yeah, it just feels really like unique, and it feels like I missed out. Like I wish that I was here at launch, but I'm glad that even though I wasn't at, you know, I wasn't playing at launch, that I feel like now that I am back in the game and I'm trying it for the first time, it feels like, you know, like, yeah, I missed it. It kind of sucks, but it feels good to be here now and to be part of the community and to see like everybody's having a great time. And it's nice to see an MMO that I can play and I don't feel like locked in my class, which is really sucks. Because like, for example, when I played Lost Ark a whole lot, I would play it and I'd have a great time, and then it, like, you know, one of the sucky things about Lost Ark is, you know, you have to play your class to 60, and then maybe you don't like that class, and obviously then if you still have to get it to 60 if you want to just get the free boost, or you have to start over, and starting over really sucks because you have to do all the content over again. But well, this game is just, hey, you want to use, you like, say you like, you know, you come in and like you start off with using like a musket, like maybe a rapier or something. I don't really know builds. You start with like a musket and like a rapier, and you don't really enjoy it. And later on in the game, you find that you really like using like the like ice gauntlet and like running around like in the ice gauntlet with like a blunderbuss. You can go through and just level these, get some of these items, and then just go through, level them up, and then just use them instead. And I don't feel like locked behind you know, specific stats, and it really feels rewarding to like, you know, like do the think about stuff, because like, for example, if you're like looking at your weapon skills and you're kind of unsure, like for a lot of it I felt, you know, like I was very unsure about what I was doing, and then, like, it feels rewarding to actually hit this respec button and just like go back through and think about maybe some of the things that you could do better, and then put them on and then see how much it's increased and how much like more damage or etc you're doing. And then, you know, to actually feel like the life skills have purpose, and you go out and you go do them, and you're just like, hey, I could just cut down a tree, I'm here. And next thing you know, you've hunted a bunch of wolves, you've picked a bunch of berries, you've done all this stuff, and you go home, you go back to the main town, you refine them. And then, you know, like, yeah, just, I don't know, it feels great. And, you know, it's unique. And I like I said, I just really wish that I came across this game a lot sooner. I've been having a whole lot of fun playing it. Um, I've done a whole lot of hunting. I'm cutting out wood now just because I need to level. I kind of want to level the skill. I feel like I need to be a completionist and just do it. But yeah, I've done a whole lot of hunting, skinning. It's been a whole lot of fun. Um, I I haven't done a whole lot of mining because I usually just try to mine iron. Um, but you know, I'll get with that in time, I guess. One thing I haven't got to do that I'm actually very excited for because my friend takes part in it a lot is actually what's it called? PvP. I guess like clans battle over. So clans, I guess, like battle over these territories and like these main cities, and you can actually take part in them and you defend them and you like fight for them and like you join factions like Marauders. There's like 3 factions that you can join. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I know this video just seems like a bunch of rambling, but I don't know. I just want to talk about like the game I've been enjoying and like how like I've really been enjoying New World and like how it's really like it's really impressed me because it's different than a lot of the MMOs I have played, and it's actually keeping me in, even though like some of this like sometimes it's not necessarily like, you know, the most interesting. Like you're just going to an objective, kill a few mobs, and then, you know, go to the next objective, kill a few mobs. But like every MMO's got that. But it's fun. This like in between those objectives, I go and I find like a wolf den. I kill a few wolves. I cut down a few trees. I mine some iron. I go do the objective. I go back to the main city. I refine those ingredients. I could potentially make gear with those ingredients that I got out on the journey, out on my like little journey, and I go back to do whatever I'm doing. And then, you know, it just it's nice. You know, I don't feel very stuck. I don't feel like I'm just like needlessly doing things. I'm not really having, and I'm not like having fun doing. I'm like everything I'm doing, I'm having a good time. I want to do it. I want to go out. You know, I want to like do these quests. I want to do all the side missions, and I think like, you know, like when I'm in town, messing around, and I'm doing playing the music. It's a whole lot of fun, and you know, I want to cut down a tree. I go cut down some trees. I get some logs, and I go back to the main city, refine them back into like wood or whatever, and then continue on and like make weapons or just like put it in the storage for later for whenever I need it. But yeah, I've been having a whole lot of fun. I mean, it's been great, and like, you know, it's fun like running around. It's fun running around the the areas where there's a whole lot of enemies and like using other players, and you guys are working with each other to kill bosses and etc. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I know, like I said, that there's probably just a bunch of ramblings, but I don't know. I can't stay on topic because I don't know. There's a lot I want to talk about with this game, and I've just been enjoying it. And I just want to let you guys know that, you know, if you were against trying New World, it's definitely worth giving a shot. You know, it definitely seems like the graphics card problem is fixed, and you know, there's players everywhere, and it's just definitely worth a try. Like, the experience is its own thing, and you know, I think it's great, but obviously I know that it won't be for everybody. But I don't know. I definitely think it's 100% worth a try. Because I don't know many games that'll give you an experience like New World. It feels great, and it's just, you know, doing things that I haven't got to experience in other MMOs before. But guys, that's all I want to talk about. Like I said, I know it was a bunch of rambling, but I just wanted to get out there, talk about it, because I'm enjoying this game, and I want others to understand and see how great the game is and how fun it is. But guys, thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a nice night, morning, or day. Yeah, see you guys.